got a couple injuries. Wanye Morris hurt his leg, so lower leg. We'll just have to see with next day or so here how he is. And then Trent McDuffie hyperextended his knee, so we'll have to see how it works out for him. Listen, I was proud of the guys for the effort that they put in. We just, I put the guys offensively in a tough position with the fourth downs. I'm trying to stay aggressive with it. I take full responsibility for that. And there are opportunities that you've got to take advantage of. You're playing a good football team in the Texans, and you've got to make sure when you have opportunities to make plays, you make plays. And we were short just a little bit there, but I thought defensively we played a very sound football game, especially that second half. Chris Jones and Bolton leading the way, and there was some fine football there. We just need to take advantage of it offensively, and we weren't able to do that. So with that, time's yours.
Coach Reid, can you walk us through that decision on the fourth down there with Jensen after the defense had been playing so well to start second half?
Yeah, so I thought we could get it. That was the decision. I was confident we could do that. So it's important that you take advantage of opportunities. I thought it was an opportunity. I was wrong, no. I mean, hindsight, it was wrong. We've been pretty good on fourth downs. So, I messed that one up.
And you guys have been really good on fourth downs with Cream in particular. Obviously, you'd already used him three times with short yardage. Does that factor into your decision to do something different there?
Well, it was a little similar to last week, when we threw the ball to Wiley there, so we felt we had run it a couple times, so came back and thought we had an answer with it, and didn't work out the way we planned. Really on all three of the fourth downs there, so, that we missed.
Maybe there was a couple of drops late as well. It just happens sometimes. I guess. Is there anything you saw?
Yeah, listen, these are great players. So, I mean, we got to make sure we catch the ball. They know that. And they're trying. It's not lack effort there. The ball went through their hands, and it happens, But those guys are great players.
What you try to get across after the game? You guys are in a pretty precarious spot now with postseason votes.
Yeah, listen, it's never over. So you keep battling. I've been doing this a long time, seen some things. So you keep going.
Not that any loss feels good, but what did you sense from just the mood with the guys when you saw them after the game?
Yeah, they're upset. I mean, they put it all out there, and it didn't work out for them. The guys that had some mishaps there, they were upset. These guys take responsibility for things, so you keep going. But we put everything into these games, every game. So when you lose, you should be upset, and that's why you try to enjoy the wins when you have an opportunity. But there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it.
Coach, you guys were in a tough spot all week getting ready with the offensive line where it was, and then look what happened in one game. Better than that. Overall, how do you think the guys did in that kind of tough spot?
Yeah, listen, they battled. There were some early hiccups in there, but I thought they battled, and against one of the best defensive lines in the league. So it was respectable there for what they were dealing with. Some of the guys hadn't practiced in there very much, so it's good for them.
Sam, you touched on it, but just the defensive turnaround in the second half, particularly, the first three drives were Houston 3-9, maybe 4 drives that didn't do 3-9. What did you just see for adjustments you guys were able to make?
Yeah, listen, I thought that second half, it was good. Really throughout most of the second half, we did a nice job. First half, they extended a drive for a score on a penalty, and that I thought was a pretty good play.
Initial thoughts as far as what Esapole was able to do stepping in for one game?
Yeah, so he's the one that probably didn't practice much in there. Limited time, and he stepped up and was asked to play a crucial position at a crucial time, and I thought he did a respectable job. Now, it wasn't perfect, but it was good enough.
Last one, Todd.
You sit there and watch football and let you see something that you've never seen. I don't remember seeing kind of, can you just take us through what happened when they said the first down and the replay review, and then you had to throw the flag and they fixed it before? What was...
Yeah, that one they goofed on. I mean, they said it, that they mishapped on their replay. So, but they corrected it. Because they gave that back to me, so we were okay.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The Kansas City Chiefs needed to have this drive. Down 7 with less than 5 minutes to play, Patrick Mahomes threw the ball to Travis Kelce in 2 key spots. Both times, Kelce dropped the football, the second actually going out of Kelce's arms and into the Texans for an interception. Instead of a drive down the field, the Chiefs had to give the ball back to the Texans, all because their future Hall of Fame tight end couldn't do what he had once done so effortlessly. It's not clear whether Kelce will decide to retire after the season, but if he does, this was the night it more or less came to an end. The Chiefs entered Sunday Night Football at 6-6. They needed a win to maintain realistic playoff chances. Instead, Kansas City scored just one short touchdown, a plunge by Kareem Hunt and other big spots. Kelce let them down. HC Rice let them down. Patrick Mahomes let them down. Taylor Swift was in the house. The home crowd was fired up despite the cold weather. But this team that has done so much to dominate the NFL for a decade couldn't do it on this night. The Chiefs have only known one version of Kelce. Reliable on this night, though, Kelce was anything but. After losing 20-10 to the Houston Texans on Sunday, December 7th, and dropping to 6-7 on the season, the franchise's chance of making the playoffs has dwindled to about 11%. According to NFL.com, the team has had trouble finding traction this season. With early injuries and the 6-game suspension of wide receiver HC Rice hamstringing their offensive efforts, Travis Kelce, in his 13th and possibly final NFL season, set a franchise record for receptions, but going into Sunday night's game, had posted 59 receptions for 719 yards on the year. In the game, Kelce only had 1 reception for 8 yards, marking his least productive game of the season. Late in the fourth, he dropped 2 key passes, including one which resulted in an interception. Despite the season-long struggles, Kelce shared that he liked his team's chances earlier this week. What's real is that we still have a chance, baby, and that's all that FING matters to me, is we got a chance and we keep coming into work with the mentality and the sense of urgency that we need to have to get the ship fixed. Kelce, 36, told his brother Jason Kelce on their podcast New Heights. The tight end said he's sure everyone is sick of us saying it, before claiming the Chiefs were a few plays away from being a 1 seed in my mind. Kelce added that he believed the problem was that the team was just not scoring enough. On Sunday, that was certainly the case. Facing the NFL's #1 defense, the Chiefs remained scoreless through the first half and missed the opportunity to put points on the board after kicker Harrison Butker missed a 43-yard field goal with about a minute remaining in the second quarter. The second half got a bit better after the Chiefs settled in and scored a touchdown, bringing the score to 10-7, Texans. But quarterback Patrick Mahomes, limping at times and looking out of sorts, was harassed all night by the Texans' oppressive defense. Now the Chiefs will pick up the pieces and will need not only to win their remaining 4 games, but also get some help from a few other teams to lose, in order to keep their 6-year streak of appearing in the Super Bowl alive.